just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus an extra $100 off all mattresses. And Saturday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Now is the perfect time to start your next home renovation project. At the Window Depot, you get factory direct prices, no installers, no middleman, and serious savings. Windows, doors, cabinets, countertops, all in stock and ready to take home today. Perfect for DIYers and contractors who want to save thousands and get materials fast. Your project, your timeline, the best prices. Shop online at thewindowdepot.com or visit a location near you.
Hey, Ron.
Gary.
William. Ron.
Gary.
Hey.
Okay, we got that out of the way. What's on your mind?
I don't think people should pay their bills.
That sounds
illegal.
Let me finish. I don't think people should pay their bill until 2027 for a brand new system from Alaskan AC.
Wasn't this my idea last month?
Yes, but this is this month, and it's my idea.
Hard to argue that logic.
Okay, so the message is simple. Get a brand new heating and air system
installed neatly in just one day
with AeroSeal duct sealing
and inspected 5 ways to Sunday.
All of it, and make no payments till 2027.
With approved credit. I'm the disclaimer guy.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Now what?
No need to complicate things, right? Start this year out with a shiny new heating and air system.
And no payments for a full year.
Seems like we're forgetting something.
No, I did the disclaimer thingy.
Can't put my finger on it.
Oh, schedule now at alaskanac.com.
That's it.
Can't forget that part.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at iccu.com.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
For Bradley, 4 to shoot. Bradley backing up, fires a 3 out there, short front of the rim. Karchinkov, the offensive rebound. New 20 to shoot. He'll circle out top to Burries. Pats will take advantage of it here. 35 seconds left, second half. Arizona by 2. Burries between the rings. Matched on Carr. Fires a 3 over him. It's good. No, they give him 2.
Yep, they would eventually rule that a 2-point shot, but it was still a huge shot for one Braden Burries to kind of put the capper on last night's win for the Arizona Wildcats on the road over the Baylor Bears. You know, I was thinking on the way in here that we've got to maybe start thinking about possibly a play of the game kind of scenario, because there were a couple of plays that we talked about on the postgame show last night that I thought were really huge in the Wildcats' victory on the road to sweep the Texas Trail and to come back home with complete control of first, but well, not complete control, but a pretty good control of first place, and on the path to winning their first ever Big 12 championship. What was your favorite play in last night's game? I said my favorite play was the early in the maybe about 5 minutes into the second half. Motias Krivas had a block that led to a run-out basket for Ivan Karchinkov. At the other end, you had the dunk, of course, by Braden Burries that I think set everyone off, just the way that he reared back and hammered that ball through the basket. There was several big plays in that ball game. Did you have a favorite? 520-848-1290. J-Dub, let me hear my favorite play, that run out off the block by Mr. Motias Krivas, if you have that one.
Carr knocks it away and steals it. Now the Bears on the run. Here's Carr coast to coast, blocked inside by Krivas and grabbed by Del Orso. Now the Wildcats on the run. And it goes to Bradley. Bounce pass. Karchinkov lays it in.
And that's what Arizona needs to do there. Turn a Mo Krivas block into a fast break opportunity, and easy 2 for the Cats.
Fast break. So the Wildcats only had 6 fast break points in that game. But that was 2 of them right there, a critical play in the contest. Then, J-Dub, let's hear that dunk by Mr. Braden Burries. That was impressive.
Second throw by Burries, in and out, no good. A rebound chased down by Karchinkov down in the corner. Off to Burries down the lane, and slams it home. Oh, my goodness.
Braden Burries with the poster there with the head tapper on a big-time finish after the free throw.
J-Dub, did you recognize any I guess what's the word I'm looking for? A connection between those 2 plays?
Yeah, I believe the connection is probably Ivan Karchinkov.
Ivan Karchinkov was the connection. He was involved in both of those plays.
Yeah, I mean, we gave the rebounder of the game award to Tobe Awaka, but the offensive rebounds that Ivan had down that stretch led to so many huge baskets. Just such a great glue guy, great defender, and he made huge plays down the stretch for the Cats.
Absolutely. JW Madness back in studio. I am at Showtime Cards here on Speedway. We are back for another Wednesday, another wild card Wednesday. We're going to be breaking boxes here today, as we always are. We're going to talk some U.S. Olympic hockey, both the men's and the women's teams winning the gold medal. We'll see maybe if we'll see if there's what the market is for Olympic athletes, in particular after big moments like what we saw this past fortnight over in Italy. If those cards are at a premium right now for fellas like Jack Hughes on the men's side, Megan Keller on the women's side, who had huge goals in those gold medal games to help the United States to earn the top of the podium. So we'll get into all of that. As always, all types of trading cards available here out at Showtime Cards. Memorabilia you've got, baseball, football, hoops, soccer, MMA, comics. We've dealt into Pokemon at times, Star Wars while we were here a few weeks ago as well. They've got just about everything for every collector. You can buy here, you can sell here. They've got tables you can sit down and trade with other card enthusiasts here. We've got our lovable Pooch who's standing guard over there. He's protecting me, watching the door to make sure nobody tries to come in and steal me out of here. Love that. Yeah, love that little Pooch over there as well. All kinds of great things if you get on out here to Showtime Cards. We're going to be out here all afternoon until 6 o'clock. In fact, did you know collecting sports cards? J-Dub, did you know this? Collecting sports cards is one of the fastest growing hobbies around. Did you know that, JW?
I did not know that, no.
Yes, yeah. Whether you're looking to start or expand your collection, and you've got some cards hidden down at home.
In my attic, yeah.
Yeah, in your attic. I don't have an attic at my place. If I did, I'm sure I would have all kinds of crazy stuff put up there. I could probably keep things that my wife wants to purge from me. She finally, speaking of wife purging, she finally made me get rid of my stereo. I'd had this stereo. It actually predated her. I'd gotten this stereo from
I believe they're called Hi-Fi.
Hi-Fi. Yeah, I don't think it went back that far. But I'd had this stereo. It was one of those kind of dresser, double mount, really good. It was a Panasonic, really good speakers. Had a CD player, had a dual cassette in it, and I'd had that thing since 1999. It was actually given to me by a former girlfriend. Former girlfriend.
No wonder your wife wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah, former girlfriend gave me that for a birthday one time. It's probably the one thing in my life that I had owned or had the longest. And the cassette deck went probably about 12 years ago, and at some point the CD player stopped working as well. The radio, you could still, I lost it had one of those antennas. You had to have an antenna for both the AM and the FM. So I still had the FM antenna, but I no longer had the AM antenna, so we couldn't get AM off of it. We still get FM off of it. And it still had it had the plugs in the back, so you could still plug in your phone and stream off of it. And like I said, the speakers are still, I mean, still some of the best, like mini, like not big speakers that we're talking about, like what we have at our remote here. We're talking about just like some nice desktop stereo speakers.
Yeah, it's all the like asbestos and lead that they used to put into those things back in the day.
Oh, well, great, thanks.
Makes them last longer.
Appreciate you telling me that right there. But yeah, those speakers were still in pretty good shape. Anyway, she made me part with it. I came home one day. She had told me, she'd given me a preface that it was probably going to be gone at some point coming up here soon. And I came home and one day a couple weeks ago and it was gone. And it hits you when you're so used to seeing something up on your dresser for like years, and all of a sudden it's not there anymore.
Yeah. I'll tell you a secret you don't know about me, DK, but I am all about function. So if I have something that's really pretty and doesn't do a damn thing for me, then I don't want it, right? So I think once your tape deck and your CD player and your AM band are all out, if you have something in your house that does all those things, then it's probably not necessary to have. It's kind of redundant.
Yeah. So my longtime stereo, I'd had it, it was in 1999. I got it on my birthday, so that goes back, I'd had it 26 years, but no more. So now I don't know what the oldest thing I have now that I own would be. I know I still have I still have some shirts. I still have some shirts, some T-shirts that go back. I think I have a couple T-shirts that go back into the 1980s, but I know I have
a good poll question.
I know I have some T-shirts that go back into the 1990s. So yeah.
That's a good poll question, DK. What's the oldest thing that you own?
Yeah, the oldest thing that you own
from your lifetime,
like
1600s. Somebody dug something up and you purchased it. Yeah, but something like. Yeah, I mean, I definitely have T-shirts from the mid-'80s, somewhere in a box somewhere, that kind of thing.
There you go. So what was your favorite play from the game last night, J-Dub?
I like both those, honestly. I like the fact that it was a team effort down the stretch. I mean, you heard, obviously, Jaden Bradley missed the three that led to the Ivan Karchenkov offensive rebound and Braden Burry's ruled a two-pointer. That was with 30 seconds to go.
Right.
But how about Jaden Bradley with the 5 3-pointers last night, career high? Everybody got involved. Tobey with 13 rebounds. It was a very interesting game because we're at that time of year, DK, where teams like Baylor, it's a very, very proud program, a great coach, one of the top 10, 15 coaches in America. They're having a down year with a big turnover on their roster, but that doesn't mean that for one game they can't bring it and play like one of the best teams in the country. And with Arizona's record and their ranking, you're going to see that. And obviously there's 2 top 10 teams left and then Colorado. But every team they see in the Big 12 tournament and all the NCAA tournament, obviously moving forward, every single game, you're going to get the best shot from the other team. So not surprised, a little undermanned that Baylor hung in that game, had a lead there for a while, but great win on the road, and all the guys contributed. So I like all those winning team plays down the stretch, those offensive rebounds. The dunk was great. The three-pointer by Burries was great. Just a really good way to close that game down the stretch and put the Baylor Bears away.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number for you to get in on the program. Let us know what your favorite play from the game was. We'll play Brian Jeffrey's call of your favorite play from that game, provided that we have it.
Well, I have the whole game, so given enough time, you could find every single play.
Yes. Every single one. All right, so we're going to get into all of that. We are at Showtime Cards here on Speedway, just a little bit east of Craycroft. Join us. We're going to be chatting with George Maries. He is back, and looking forward to chatting with him on all things trading cards. DK on the Sports Tip. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Save money and get a better view of the road when you replace your worn-out wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, save $10 on a pair of Rain X Latitude wiper blades. They feature beam blade technology to improve windshield contact for maximum visibility. The professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Choose Rain X Latitude wiper blades at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store or online at O'ReillyAuto.com. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at Empower.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Navy Federal Credit Union can help you dominate debt with the Platinum Card. Transfer your credit card balance to the Platinum Card within your first 60 days and get a 0% intro APR for 12 months. Our members could save thousands of dollars over the promo period. Visit NavyFederal.org/platinum. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. After the intro rate expires, variable APRs are 10.24% to 18% based on credit worthiness. Rates are subject to change. ATM fees for cash advances are up to $1 at non-Navy Federal ATMs. Offer ends 3/31/2026.
Hey, Ron.
Gary.
Gary.
William. Ron.
Gary.
Hey.
Okay, we got that out of the way. What's on your mind?
I don't think people should pay their bills.
That sounds
illegal.
Let me finish. I don't think people should pay their bill until 2027 for a brand new system from Alaskan AC.
Wasn't this my idea last month?
Yes, but this is this month, and it's my idea.
Hard to argue that logic.
Okay, so the message is simple. Get a brand new heating and air system
installed neatly in just one day
with AeroSeal duct sealing
and inspected 5 ways to Sunday.
All of it, and make no payments till 2027
with approved credit. I'm the disclaimer guy.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now what?
No need to complicate things, right? Start this year out with a shiny new heating and air system.
And no payments for a full year.
Seems like we're forgetting something.
No, I did the disclaimer thingy.
Can't put my finger on it.
Oh, schedule now at AlaskanAC.com.
That's it.
Can't forget that part.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We're coming to you live from Showtime Cards here in Tucson. We are back for Wild Card Wednesday. Lots happening out here as always. Box breaks forthcoming. You can join their mailing list out here at Showtime Cards to stay up to date on everything that's happening, all their events. And, again, we always have giveaways that we have going on when we come out here. We'll be talking a lot about the Olympics that just passed as well as we'll start getting you ready for baseball. Spring training is happening. We'll check in with what's happening with the Cardinals as well. Merrill Kelly is dealing with a back injury situation, so we'll get an update on that as well. That's not really anything we want to hear.
And also, listeners, if you want to try to sneak past that dog, it's 5801 East Speedway. That would be where DK is at right now.
There you go. I don't know if you can get by him. He's a pretty ferocious little character, that's for sure. All right, Wildcats get the win last night on the road at Baylor, 87-80. They trailed by as many as 10 points in this game. It was only the third time all season the Wildcats had trailed by 9 or more points in a basketball game, but they were able to outscore BYU in the second half. Baylor in the second half by 14. That 10-point deficit came
BYU's
right
got
off.
Their own problems.
Yeah, they got their own problems. Yeah. Losing by a lot. Well, losing by 17, but really being down as many as 30 in that game last night to UCF. The Wildcats, that 10-point deficit was early in the second half, and so they were able to quickly turn that around into a 7-point win. Tommy Lloyd on the win at Baylor.
It's a great basketball game, and we knew it was going to be tough. Coming in here, we've been on the road for feels like a week now, and obviously we had a big gritty win on Saturday, and we had to follow it up with a game that people probably thought we were overlooking, and there's no way we were overlooking this game. I have way too much respect for Scott and for Baylor. We knew it was going to be tough, and I know how much talent they have. They just have had a tough year, but you could see when they put it together how good they really are. And man, they seem like they had an answer for everything today. But I'm just super proud of our guys for hanging in there. And that was just a hang with it game. Hang with it. And it took incredible toughness and fortitude from our guys. And, I don't know what narrative people have about our program, but if it doesn't start with toughness, they're not doing their homework. So really proud of the guys, and just thought there was a bunch of great individual efforts that we can get into, here in a few minutes.
You can elaborate on a lot of the negatives from last night's game. Yeah, it was not the Wildcats' best defensive performance, for sure. But, man, I don't think you can argue, J-Dub, that was not an exciting basketball game to watch, especially with the back and forth that we saw kind of midway through that second half, where the Wildcats were able to chop down, get the lead. Bears would take it back. Cats would grab their advantage. Bears would take it back. I mean, it went back and forth for about a good 4-minute stretch when guys were just coming down and making baskets. And that's what you love about the game of basketball.
Yeah, like the reason is because of the stark difference, DK, between the Texas Tech game, the BYU game, and the Houston game, right? I mean, all those games, Arizona shot 45% versus BYU. They shot 45% versus Houston, and the Texas Tech game, obviously, in overtime, 39% in that game. So that was the most offensive both teams we've seen in a couple of weeks. So it's always good to see some points get up on the board. I know that Arizona's defense is really why they went down to Houston and got that win over the number 2 Cougars at the time. Their defense was a little bit slower last night, slower footed, especially early on, but found a way down the stretch to get stops when they needed, make big baskets when they needed. But overall, I mean, Baylor, despite their record, DK, has some very exciting young athletes. So definitely a fun team to watch. And I kind of feel for Coach Drew because you're turning over your roster, 12 new players added to a team, and they lost right the third to BYU at the last second. Obviously, VJ Edgecombe's doing great things in Philadelphia right now. Was in the running for Rookie of the Year earlier in the season. So they've had to replace a lot of firepower, but that I would never count out a Coach Drew coach team. He's just a really, really good at doing what he does, switch up defenses, offensive rebounds, let their guards have a lot of freedom. So fun style to watch. They just maybe don't have the continuity that most Baylor teams we've seen had, but that'll happen when you bring in 12 new players.
Absolutely. We are out here at Showtime Cards. It is Wild Card Wednesday, and the boss man is back in the house. George Morris joins us here. George, great to see you back. I know you've been kind of dealing with being a little bit under the weather recently.
Thank you.
Good to see you back.
Oh, yeah. I'm back, and my voice is still – actually, we had a big event this weekend. We had Topps Rip Night here at the shop on Saturday, one of the biggest events we've had ever. In 28 years, this is the busiest start to a year we've ever had. So there was a lot of people. Needless to say, I didn't think of picking up a microphone, but there was 200 people in the shop. So I'm yelling and my voice is hashed. But nonetheless, I am here, and we got some cool things going on today. I wanted to give away. So we've had some of the players come throughout the years since we started the new nil deals. Anyone from Benedict Mathurin to Dalen Terry, even Keyshawn Johnson, our NBA dunk champ. I want to give away some of those photos. So anybody that stops in today spends $30. They'll get to spin the wheel, and they win one of those photos.
Oh, so that's your wheel or our wheel?
That's your wheel.
Oh, okay.
That's your wheel. But
so they're going to spin our wheel to win.
Win a signed photo from a previous
that is awesome
Arizona basketball player.
I'm gonna have to go. So that's everything on that table.
That's
right
everything
now.
on that table.
I'm gonna have to go get some pictures of that and check that out.
It's some good stuff
for sure. So that is a cool. So there you go, folks. Get on out here right now to Showtime Cards. We're just a little bit east of Craycroft. We're on the north side of the street, and you got an opportunity to walk out of here, spend some money, obviously, get you something nice, and you can walk out of here with a signed photograph of one of potentially your favorites. So who do we got over there on that table?
We have Dalen Terry, Benedict Mathurin, Pele Larson, Coloco.
Wow.
I mean, and pretty soon we're going to add Jaden Bradley to the list because he's going to do a signing here soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, I mean, again, you talk about creating those relationships. For businesses, maybe they're out there that want to do that. Walk maybe them through how you were able to establish those connections through the NILs to create those relationships.
It's really easy. They have a website. I don't remember off the top of the head what the website is, but you can look it up. And there's a portal, and you could just kind of pick a player that you'd be interested in. Some of the players are not available for signings, but they will do appearances. Like Koa Pete, he's signed with Fanatics, so he will not do an autograph signing, but he may do an appearance. So let's say you own a small, car lot or dealership, and you want to have players, someone to go out there and test drive your vehicles. Have Koa Pete out there, and you pay him through the NIL portal, and it's super easy. It helps the university. It helps the athletes. It's a great deal.
Top rip. So what was top rip?
Basically, we're ripping packs. A lot of packs. They gave us packs to give away, and we expected maybe 30 to 40 people, and it was a full house.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
it
is awesome.
It was pretty amazing.
So what was maybe the coolest thing that somebody ripped that night?
Someone pulled. So there's a hot rookie. His name is I can't remember. I think his last name is Basalo. He's a hot rookie.
NBA or
no baseball.
Baseball. Okay.
Baseball. So the new 2026 Topps baseball just dropped. So Basalo, he plays for the Orioles, and someone pulled his autograph rookie number to 5, and I think it was fetching $1,000. I just watched that one real quick, but they were pulling all sorts of stuff.
Samuel
Basalo. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Dominican catcher and first baseman with the Baltimore Orioles, made his major league debut last year's. Already got an 8-year, $67 million contract.
Oh, he's good.
I've never even heard of this kid.
I know, same. But he's good, and people are paying a lot of money for his rookie cards.
There you go.
He can launch those home runs.
That's a kid I'm going to have to keep an eye on as we get this baseball season going here.
Oh, it's a good time for sports right now.
George Murray's is joining us. George, I want to, when we bring you back next, I want to get into the, obviously we just had the Olympics, a lot going on with that, maybe
the gold.
How that plays into the card industry and whatnot. We got to get a break in here, though. Much more coming up for you. Again, Showtime Cards, come out here, spend $30, and you're going to get a chance to walk out of here with a signed photo of one of your favorite recent Arizona Wildcats basketball players. It's Wild Card Wednesday at Showtime Cards. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
The dice are hot and the cash is calling at Casino del Sol. Every day, swipe your Club Soul card for a free entry into our Friday drawings at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. Plus, every 250 slot or table points gets you an extra entry. If your name is drawn, you'll step up and roll the dice. And if you hit 5 of a kind, you'll take home $5,000 in cool cash. Only at Casino del Sol, an enterprise of the Pascua Yaqui tribe.
Hi guys, I'm back. What's new?
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio.
All the Scratch and Dent merchandise has its own new studio.
There were so many Scratch and Dent discounted items. Now they have a place of their own.
I love it. A whole Scratch and Dent studio right next to Tucson Appliance. They don't look like Scratch and Dent.
But it shows in the low prices.
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio. Proud local supporters of the Southern Arizona Heartball. Only at Tucson Appliance where you are a priority.
Everyone loves a backyard barbecue, but who has the time? I'm Josh Bishop, owner of Fork and Fire in Oro Valley and Catalina. My brother, best friend, and I have been cooking for one another and our neighbors for years, and we still get to live our passion every day at Fork and Fire. In Oro Valley, you'll discover bold, smoky brisket, ribs, pulled pork, and many creative dishes paired with local craft beers on tap and specialty cocktails. Fork and Fire, your neighborhood backyard barbecue, where great food meets good times and strong community. Join us today at Fork and Fire, Oro Valley, and in Catalina.
Every day is a balancing act, with work, family, goals, all asking for more. It helps to have tools that meet you at every step and a team that will always be by your side. We're ICCU. We're a credit union that has been helping members achieve financial success since 1940. In fact, we put member success first, one by one, year after year, for 85 years and counting. Now, we're here for you, Tucson. Join us, ICCU.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
You know it. Your neighbors know it. And let's face it, the mailman knows it too. Your yard just isn't what it used to be. But thankfully, Dorado Rock Materials can get you, well, your yard anyway, back to what it once was. And even better. Dorado Rock Materials has just what your yard needs, from decorative rock to boulders and everything in between, brought right to you. And if you need help spreading it, we can help with that too. Dorado Rock Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Oh, hello. It's me, the calculator that lives inside of TaxSlayer. I love numbers. Like 100, as in 100%, as in TaxSlayer's 100% accuracy, guaranteed. And 0, as in $0, as in it costs $0 to file and get the refund you deserve with TaxSlayer Simply Free, if you qualify. Simply Free is available to a limited number of taxpayers with age, income, credit, and deduction restrictions. See TaxSlayer.com for eligibility requirements. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Time is valuable. That's why Lowe's Blueprint Takeoffs turn blueprints into quotes faster. Bring us your plans, and we'll generate itemized material lists to make quoting easier so you can get back to building. Plus, at the Lowe's Pro Desk, you get access to thousands of building materials not sold in store. And when your order's ready, we'll deliver everything to the job site. Improving is easy at Lowe's.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S.
This is Steve Smith here, former NFL wide receiver and host of the 89 Show on YouTube. In football, any sign of weakness can be used against you. So, I always put on a tough front. But inside, I was struggling mentally on how and what to do. It takes years to understand that only by opening up could I begin to overcome them. If you need someone to open up to, BetterHelp Online Therapy can help. Visit BetterHelp. That's betterhelp.com/89 to get started.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. We are coming to you live from Showtime Cards. It is Wild Card Wednesday. George Margis will be back with us a little bbit later in this hour. Coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, as we are, it was, I don't know what's the, I don't have my time and temp up currently, but it was another gorgeously warm day out there. I started my day, it's 84 degrees right now in southern Arizona. Can you believe that? It's February 25th, and it's 84 degrees.
Can you believe I'm wearing a winter coat?
I do not believe that. Well, yeah, maybe you might
I'm
be.
sitting
because,
directly under a
that
non-directional
yeah.
AC unit that I cannot change from blowing down the back of my neck.
That's true. You might be wearing a winter coat in that studio right there. So I started my day at the lovely La Paloma Country Club today, where, there's nothing better than green grass, especially when you got the feel of spring going on as we do here in southern Arizona. And I went out to La Paloma. We had a chance to have the media day today for the Cologuard Classic, which is coming up here in a little less than a month. That'll be right around the first weekend of the NCAA basketball tournaments.
A quick question.
Yes.
Because it's on the verge of baseball starting back up again, did you at any point today, next to the grass, close your eyes and just imagine the smell of, peanuts and the crack of the bat, that whole thing?
I did not do that quite yet.
Because there's not a lot of grass, that you can get to outside of golf courses
That
these
is
days.
true.
So.
That is true. But I did take in the greenery that they had going on up there at the La Paloma. The course looks great.
It's beautiful.
They're going to be on that course coming up. Things will get going the week of St. Patrick's Day. In fact, that'll be the Pro-Am on that Tuesday, which St. Patrick's Day this year is on Tuesday, March the 17th, all the way through to play, which will start up on Friday the 20th, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 20th through the 22nd. Again, that is also the first weekend of the NCAA basketball tournament, so I'm sure a lot of folks will potentially be with the Wildcats over in San Diego. But if you're not with the Wildcats over in San Diego, you certainly need to get up to La Paloma and support this great event that we have here every year in southern Arizona. And coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, I had a chance to catch up with Dan Nentel. He is the new executive director of the Cologuard Classic. We'll hear that conversation. We'll get an idea of all the new things that are happening. This is the third year that they're out at Western La Paloma. It is an absolute picturesque course, a little bit different setup, obviously, than what they had at Omni, but still a really, really great opportunity to go out there and see some of the world's best golfers over 50. I may have asked, and we'll hear Dan's response, a very famous golfer turned 50 this year. I'm sure you know who that famous golfer is. He's hit that mark where he is eligible to come play in PGA Tour Champions events. We'll see if that very famous golfer might at some point, not this year, probably not happening this year. Well, definitely, I don't think happening this year unless something dramatically changes in the next 3 weeks. But could we see that very famous golfer playing golf here, and again in Tucson here, in the not too distant future? We'll find out. DK on the sports tip, 520-848-1290 is the number. Coming to you live from Showtime Cards. It is Wild Card Wednesday. We'll chat some more with George Maurice. We'll get his feelings on the Olympics, the past Winter Games that wrapped up. The Americans bringing home 12 gold medals, including the gold in both men's and women's hockey. And we'll see how that market is on the sports trading card scene, if there's a demand for some of our Olympic heroes in that respect.
You need to get like a Topps Chrome of Connor.
Yeah.
The goalie.
Oh, Connor Hellebuck. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's that you definitely want that him. You definitely want a pick of the game-winning goal as well. Those are probably definitely two that you would want out of that packet. And maybe, depending on if one of those guys on the American team was your favorite player, you might want to have that pick or that card in your collection as well. We'll dive into all that right now, though. Cricket is getting you home every 20 minutes on the fives. She's got your traffic and your weather.
From the Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic Center. Collisions reported I-10 and Orange Grove. That collision reported on the westbound I-10 frontage road at Orange Grove. Congress and I-10 wreck reported there on Congress at I-10 Ajo and Kinney. Kinney and Ajo reported as a hit and run. Also, there was a wreck that was reported 22nd Street at I-10 that was reportedly involving a bus, and I believe that collision 22nd Street near I-10 is on private property. 57 the overnight low, sunny, 87 tomorrow and 85 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free, so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Join David Kelly today from 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards for Wild Card Wednesdays. Showtime Cards will have live box breaks happening right in the store. You never know what pulls might pop up. Whether you're into baseball, football, basketball, soccer, MMA, comics, Pokemon, Star Wars, or anything in between, Showtime Cards has something for every collector. Catch all the action today. 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards, located on Speedway just east of Craycroft, with Wildcats Radio 1290.
We all know just because gifts for loved ones can look like flowers, a spa day, or maybe even planning date night. But what about something that will truly last and protect your loved ones along the way? I'm talking about life insurance. I called SelectQuote to secure our coverage and couldn't believe how easy and affordable it was. I'm 40, and my $500,000 policy was only $16 a month. My husband's also 40, and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. And with their same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. With monthly payments less than the cost of a bouquet of flowers, this is the perfect time to make sure your family is protected.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-596-2626 or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-596-2626. 1-800-596-2626. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
The dice are hot and the cash is calling at Casino del Sol. Every day, swipe your Club Soul card for a free entry into our Friday drawings at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. Plus, every 250 slot or table points gets you an extra entry. If your name is drawn, you'll step up and roll the dice. And if you hit 5 of a kind, you'll take home $5,000 in cool cash. Only at Casino del Sol, an enterprise of the Pascua Yaqui tribe.
Do you often worry you left your garage door open? With the LiftMaster Garage Door Opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out. The team at Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates are your locally owned LiftMaster professionals. Visit KaiserGarage.com to learn more.
A small business affirmation from Progressive. Bakery owners, you will be loved today. Every pastry will be flaky. Your cake will make a child's day. Your delivery van won't get sideswiped by a distracted garbage truck driver. But if so, breathe easy, knowing you'll get back to business quickly with Progressive protecting your commercial auto. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived. Snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
Let's go! You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Presented by TaxSlayer. Start filing for free today at TaxSlayer.com. Bengals Director of Player Personnel Duke Tubin spoke to the NFL Combine yesterday. Tubin said the current trade situation with Trey Hendrickson is complicated. To be clear, the Bengals are no longer planning on keeping and giving a new contract to Hendrickson, a true difference maker on the defensive line. I'm Chris Black. Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural, drug-free way.
Using Legsercise made walking painless again.
Legsercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
I have much less swelling and no more tingling.
Call right now and order your very own Legsercise Pro, the new proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Coming to you live from Showtime Cards. It is Wild Card Wednesday. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. We are going to be breaking boxes coming up a little bit later. George Maurice is joining us back here at the table. He is the owner here, as well as the man who knows all about trading cards. And so, George, we had the Olympics here that just completed the Olympic fortnight. So walk me through in terms of Olympic athletes and the Olympic Games, how that plays into the trading card industry. Is it because, I mean, we've talked about football and NFL and NBA and Major League Baseball and all those, but how does the
just like
Olympic
anything else, it just factors in there. You know, the hockey team won the gold medal. Those hockey players are actually pro players.
Right.
So Jack Hughes, his cards just spiked. His brother, some of the Chuck brothers, you see them on the ice, their cards spiked. They actually made a Topps Winter Olympics product, Topps Chrome, and those boxes went up $100 a box just because people wanted those. And I think you're getting an autograph per one or two autographs per box, and it's just a lot of fun to open. And you can get some of the female hockey players, you can get a bobsledder or all sorts of the Olympic athletes. It was just it's a great product Topps made.
So now is that a specific Olympic
that
box?
One is
just
yes.
Olympic athletes, period.
Exactly.
Yeah, and how many of those would be in circulation? Those boxes.
So they
like
never let us know what the exact print run is.
Right.
We try to figure it out because there's X amount of cards numbered to 500, and we somehow have no clue on that one. That one's a tough one to not a lot because we were allocated 2 cases, and usually we might get 5 to 7 cases. We've had a direct account with them for over 25 years. Therefore, we get max allocations. We only had 2 on that one, so very low print run.
All right, so did you wake up early to watch the game on Sunday?
I did. That was it was tremendous. Yeah. What a game! Even the women's one was great.
Right,
going into overtime, but the men's was phenomenal. I mean, that was phenomenal for hockey, for America. It was just great.
You're probably old enough like me to remember 1980.
1980, yes, of course.
I
Miracle
was
on
in
Ice.
grade.
I mean, yeah. I'm born in 72, so.
Okay, so you're about 5 years younger than me.
Okay,
so you'd have been probably about first or second grade.
Yeah, yep.
Maybe,
but
back
I
when
do
that
remember
happened.
exactly.
Yeah, that was a really cool, obviously, to win the first gold in 46 years, and to have both the men and the women win it. How about some of the? I mean, like we obviously we've got some. We finally won a gold medal in Olympic figure skating. With Alyssa Liu, would that be a card that people would like to maybe try to get? Or?
I think so. I think she is in that product as well.
Right.
Yeah. So people are chasing it, and The unfortunate part is it does cool down after a while, you know,
Right.
and then the next
It's
4
hot,
years.
It's hot like in the months after the
Exactly.
Olympic Games.
And then it kind of cools down, and then maybe 4 years later, or maybe 2 years when they do some other type of games, you know, it kind of heats back up. So it's just, you know, out of sight, out of mind. But when it's hot, it's hot. It's fun.
You mentioned the Kachuk brothers. I mean, they're obviously their dad played here with
Keith
the Coyotes.
Kachuk, yeah.
Keith played with the Coyotes for a number of years. USA captain Austin Matthews obviously grew up here in Arizona as well. As we continue to grow our hockey scene here, do you hear more talk about that in terms of, you know, the Arizona kids, the kids that have a connection
Absolutely,
to the state?
we do. You know, and we were kind of like, there was a lot of people that were upset that we lost the team, and that was the team
Right.
up in Phoenix.
Yeah.
But they know that the team here is going next. So, and as a matter of fact, some of the kids, some of the Arizona Roadrunners are actually
Tucson
collectors.
Roadrunners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or I'm sorry, the Tucson Roadrunners are actually collectors, and they come in here and they, you know,
Like
open
the
cards.
players?
Oh yeah, the players. Yeah, they were in here this week. They were in here a couple of days
Wow.
ago. Yeah.
So now, what are they collecting? Hockey or other sports?
No, believe it or not, they're collecting basketball and football, but they do open some
Wow.
hockey. Yeah.
That's interesting.
If you check out our Instagram, one of the players, he's on there. He opened a vintage pack of Pokemon and pulled a really nice card, and you'll see him on there. His name is Tyler Tulo.
Tyler Tulo.
Yep.
Wow. So who knew Tyler Tulo
I
was
know.
was a trading card guy?
Oh, we had about 7 of them in here, including the co-captain in here a couple of weeks ago.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
George Maurice is our guest. He is the owner of here at Showtime Cards. Once again, George, repeat the deal for today if people want to come by.
So come by, drop $30, and you get to spin a wheel, and you get a signed photo of one of the players. Most of them are pro players in the NBA now, and they could be anyone from Benedict Mathurin, Umar Balo, Pele Larson, Keyshawn Johnson, even like old favorites like Kurt Kriisa.
Umar Balo was in there, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got pretty much signed photos from a lot of those guys. Now, I will tell you, I will warn the folks, it is hard to win on that wheel. I think Mia's got it rigged so that there's only 1 or 2 chances for you to get a winner spot on there. There's a lot. I think what do we got?
No. On ours, you'll win every spin.
Every spell. So there you go.
Yep.
On yours, it's
on our side, you'll win.
It's much more user friendly.
Absolutely.
Ours is much more difficult for sure. You mentioned obviously that you got what's like what is this time of year now as we get into spring training, and I'm sure like some of the new cards as we get in and guys are in camps and the photogs are down there taking the pictures. How soon will they turn those and we start to see the pictures for this season?
You're already seeing the 2026 tops just came out, so they're prospecting already. You know, we've seen one of the rookie guys we didn't really know about, but apparently he signed a major contract. It's already
the Basalo kid we're talking about, yeah.
It's already showing up on the cards, but you'll see some of the new prospects, and the baseball players are fanatics on that stuff. You know, they just go in here and they're just I don't know how they do it. They have their WAR and hits and all that stuff, you know, but it works, you know, because it kind of it goes in tune with you know the USA 100 with, you know, how they're doing well in the hobby.
Right. All right, so you said spend $30. Give me one great thing that I could buy here for $30 to $40 so I can get a spin on one of those autographed
there's numerous
there.
They call them blaster boxes, so it's a small box of cards, usually 6 to 8 packs. There's numerous blaster boxes in any sport, baseball, basketball, football, even hockey, where you can buy a $30 box and have some fun, open some cards.
Now, what about I see some jerseys you've got hanging on over there. What are those going for?
So those are the NBA players, their high school jerseys. So whatever high school, yeah, it's really cool stuff, yeah. High school jerseys. You might see LeBron's
St. Vincent, St. Mary's.
Yep, exactly. That one's up there.
Kobe Lower Marion
exactly.
High School. That's cool.
Yep.
Like, do you have it's just that one rack there, or do you have a number of those?
We have a number of those. Yep.
So walk me through that market there. Is that something? Is there a producer or or a manufacturer that puts those types of jerseys out, and how many different ones can you get?
So a few years ago in 2014, I opened up another business. It was called Threadtown, T-Town.
Oh, wow.
It was a clothing company, and we sold a lot of clothes online, primarily online. I had a partner for that business, so it didn't go well with the partner. I still kept the license, so anytime I see jerseys out there, I'll pick up, a few orders for some jerseys. I'll buy a few $1,000s of orders of jerseys. They happen to have these high school NBA player jerseys, and I bought a whole line of them.
Now, what made you make that shift to maybe, you're in this business, but you shift now? Was it something that made you
I think I'm just an entrepreneur at heart. I really love business. I stay with this one because I'm fascinated with collecting cards and the hobby. But I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so I did the clothes. Things I really loved. I love the fashion industry, and I also love real estate, and I also do real estate. We build luxury homes in Fountain Hills, Arizona.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. I'm an investment team on that. So that's I'm just busy all the time. My time.
You got a lot of things happening, George. You are a master of many trades. That is for sure.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
but
I know I've been doing this business for 28 years.
It's never boring, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Never boring. So you mentioned, obviously, you had the Tops night here. Do you do a lot of those types of nights here where folks can come and?
We do. We do several. We do trade nights. We do shop shows where you could actually set up a table. You buy a table for $40, and you could sell your cards here at the shop. We do that.
You hear that, J-Dub? You can set up a table and sell anything you don't want right here.
What if I want to keep them all, though?
Yep. And then we do trade nights. We do a Black Friday event. We do a Father's Day event. We do a lot of events throughout the year. We do a lot of gaming card events. This weekend is a big Magic the Gathering release, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're going to have a big, if you know anything about the Ninja Turtles, they love pizza. So we're going to have a big pizza party with that release. That's this Friday at 6 p.m. You'll get a lot of people for that. You get 30 to 40 people to show up for that event.
Oh, outstanding. All right, George Maries is here. And again, come in today while we're here 3 to 6, and you can spend $30 and you can get a signed Arizona basketball poster. And he's got Umar Ballo, he's got Keyshawn Johnson, Pella Larson, Dalen Terry, Ben Matherin over there.
My
I saw
favorite,
Kerr Kriisa over there as well. A lot of the guys that you've recently cheered for your Arizona Wildcats, and I'm sure he'll have some more before the year is out as he gets this next class of guys in through here. What did you think of that game last night?
Oh, that was a terrific game. I mean, that was close. I think the other young kid, not Koa Pete, but Burries, kind of helped us out as he's done throughout the season on some of these close games. I was just going to say, we're talking about some of the older players. That team you were talking about, Benedict Matherin, Dalen Terry, Christian Coloco, I swear, that team should have won the whole thing, or at least, Final Four. That was a tremendous team. I think we ran into Houston, was it that year?
Houston, yep.
And it was just
16.
a tough loss. But this year, we're doing Final Four minimum.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. Got to win that Big 12 championship first and get through this conference tournament and take the steps from there. But it's definitely a team that's lining up looking like they can make that deep run that we've been without here in Southern Arizona for a number of years. All right, we'll talk more with George Maries coming up a little bit later. Again, come on out here. Lots of outstanding things to see. We'll break some. We're going to break any boxes later?
Let's do it.
What are we breaking later?
I don't know. Let me go up there and see what new releases there are.
Okay.
I know Stadium Club just put out what they're known for is photography on the sports cards, so really cool action shots. We'll open some Stadium Club baseball and maybe something else.
There you go. All right. Showtime Cards, Wild Card Wednesday. It is DK on the Sports Tip. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic Center. Collisions Congress and I-10 on Congress at I-10. I-10 Frontage Road in Orange Grove, and that wreck reported at the westbound I-10 Frontage Road at Orange Grove. I-10 Marsh Station Road, roadwork and a collision on eastbound I-10 near Marsh Station Road and also slowing. 57 the overnight low, sunny, 87 tomorrow and 85 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free, so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
I'm Pat Boyle here to help you beat the books of Westwood One Sports. The Nuggets host the Celtics tonight, and if Jaylen Brown thinks he should be in the MVP conversation, what better way to prove it than on national TV against the three-time MVP and triple-double king, Nikola Jokic. Brown has 6 double-doubles in his last 13 games, 2 of which were triple-doubles. He's clearly trying to prove his worth any way he can. Jaylen Brown is more than 5-1 on BetMGM right now to get a double-double and 22-1 to get a triple-double. Worth a few bucks on each, in my opinion. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
We're here at a local Tucson tobacco store where evil high tobacco prices have gone up yet again.
Look, up in the sky.
I'm Captain Tobacco, here to fight evil high tobacco prices.
My hero.
Remember, citizens, save up to 40% on your favorite tobacco products at Tobacco Barn.
Look at those muscles.
Stand back while I hang 5 on these evil high prices.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no city or state sales tax because they're on the reservation. And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com.
He did it!
That's why I'm Captain Tobacco, fighting high tobacco prices everywhere.
Hooray! My hero.
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway, just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Tell them Captain Tobacco sent you.
Oh, brother.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our beautiful Arizona winter weather brings cooler overnight temperatures, which means some of you are now seeing your vehicle's low-pressure warning light. Colder overnight temperatures can lower your tire's pressure just enough to trigger a warning light. But don't worry, many times the solution is simply adding the correct amount of air to your tires. Then get back to enjoying the fantastic winter weather. If adding the air doesn't do the trick, stop by any of our 14-area Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care locations for a free tire inspection and air pressure check. And if you need help with the low-pressure warning light, we fix those too. Mention this radio offer for free installation with the purchase of any new tire pressure sensor. We'll install it in your wheel and rebalance your tires absolutely free. You'll find even more specials to get your car road trip ready at jackfurriers.com. So call ahead, make an appointment online, or just drop by. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
The dice are hot and the cash is calling at Casino del Sol. Every day, swipe your Club Soul card for a free entry into our Friday drawings at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., and 8 p.m. Plus, every 250 slot or table points gets you an extra entry. If your name is drawn, you'll step up and roll the dice. And if you hit 5 of a kind, you'll take home $5,000 in cool cash. Only at Casino del Sol, an enterprise of the Pasquayaki tribe.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Tune to DK on the Sports Tip weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. We're back out here at Showtime Cards. It is Wild Card Wednesday. So all the pomp and circumstance is over, at least for the moment, for the U.S. Olympic hockey teams, and particularly the men who were feted last night at the State of the Union address by the President of the United States of America. But now it's time to go back to work because we got games tonight in the NHL. And the Utah Mammoth, the parent club of the Tucson Roadrunners, are going to be back on the ice. All they get to open up this, I'm not going to call it the second half because we've already played like 57 games, so I think there's only like 24 games left to play. But all they get to open things up here is the Colorado Avalanche, who we've been kind of talking about all season. The Avalanche still have not lost 10 games in regulation this year. They're 37. They have 18 losses. 9 of those have been overtime or shootout losses. So they're technically, I guess, 37 and 18, although in hockey they list losses and overtime losses differently because you actually get points for overtime losses or shootout losses versus just a regular loss. So technically they are 37-9-9 and 0 on the season, I do believe is that number, yeah. So they're having a good year. They're having a really good year, are the Colorado Avalanche. They have 83 points. That is the most points of any team in the NHL, and they will take on the Mammoth tonight to open up the final stages of the hockey season. The Mammoth at home tonight in Salt Lake City, sitting on a playoff spot, sitting right now in that second wild card spot in the Western Conference. If the playoffs were to start today, it would look like this. The top 3 teams in the Central are in: Colorado, Minnesota, Dallas. The top 3 teams in the Pacific: Vegas, Edmonton, and Seattle. And your 2 wild cards would be Utah and Anaheim, with Utah being in that number 1 position right now, 1 point ahead of the Anaheim Ducks, although they have played 1 more game than the Ducks as well. That's why they have that extra point on the Ducks. So still some games to play, about 24 to go for the Utah Mammoth to see if they can make the postseason in a full season, a full non-COVID season for the first time since they went to the Western Conference Finals all the way back in 2012. It seems like that was so eons ago, 14 years ago. And that's the last time they won 40 games as well. So they're sitting on 30 wins right now. They only need 10 wins in their last 24 games to get to that golden 40 spot that we've been talking about for the last 3 seasons that they have not been able to achieve. So hopefully that can transpire for them. Now, last night here in Tucson, another great night on the hardwood for the Arizona women's basketball team as they got a victory on senior night over the Houston Cougars. Let's hear a few of the highlights from that game last night.
Cornfield with the fat lip standing in front as it's sent back toward the center circle, and King, 6 seconds, crosses over to the left, 4 seconds, handed off Hunter. She gets to the right side, turns the corner, puts it up on the run off the glass, and it falls. 11-1 run here from Houston, gets the lead out to 24-17. So Houston's going to walk it over the stripe and settle into a 26-17 advantage while trying to get potentially the last shot. And now the dribble's taken away by Sugapong. Hunter took her eye off of her. She's going to go into some contact. Why isn't that a flopping warning? Cats get a needed turnover and bucket. Francois, top of the key, dribbles to the left, give to Ladwig. Off to the far side, Cornfield. Comes around a screen from Molly as she gets to the elbow. Ball, jumper's up and good. First points for Cornfield in a very long time. Makes it again a 2-point deficit. 10 seconds to shoot. Molly goes from the right to the left. Now back up top, Sugapong to the right block where Trammell was posted up. Her fall-away jumper rattles in. Back in front go the Wildcats. Merchant, though, flirting with one. She's trying to stay in front of Cornfield. Now 10 seconds to shoot. Nearly poked away. Now Lonnie's got the advantage. Gets to the three-point line. Goes to Sugapong. Going to try a three-pointer. This could be the dagger. An ICCU charity three is down, and it's back out to an 8-point game.
Final score was an 8-point win for your Arizona Wildcats, 75-67 over the Houston Cougars. Samaya Sugabong had 20 points on 6 of 16. She knocked down a pair of trays in that game. Nolani Cornfield and her fat lip, apparently she got hit in the face in the game and got bloodied up a little bit. I think they actually had to go in and give her some stitches during the game last night. And Coach Becky Burke talked after the game about I was told she was going back, and I basically told the trainers to get her fixed up and get her back out here because the Wildcats needed her for sure. She would finish with 18 points on 6 of 12. Wildcats were fabulous from the line last night. 25 of 27 makes in the free throw realm as they get the win on senior night, heading to Utah to finalize the regular season part of their schedule on Saturday before going to Kansas City for the Big 12 women's basketball tournament, which will begin a week from today, next Wednesday. All right, also last night we got a chance to, well, first of all, let's hear from Becky Burke. Becky Burke, after the game, I believe this is from the court, if I'm not mistaken, addressed the crowd at McHale Center last night. Let me let you know exactly how many people were there. 5,576 fans last night. Here's what Becky said to them after the game.
Hello, everybody. Derek wants to talk hoops. I just want to thank every single one of you for coming out this season. Thank y'all so much. This team played so hard for you guys, and I don't think you got shortchanged at all from an effort standpoint and from this great group of young women. I'm so thankful for the support. Year one is not easy, but you guys made it a lot easier. We love you guys so much, so thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for this season. Thank you.
All right, that was Becky Burke last night addressing the crowd over 5,500 at McHale Center. We also got a chance to hear from Michaela Purdue, who obviously her season ended due to a wrist injury. She played in 17 games this year for the Arizona Wildcats, was their leading scorer prior to that wrist injury. Let's hear from Michaela just on her short time here at the U of A and how she's had to deal with the premature end to her college basketball career.
Not very emotional usually, but when I really care deeply about something, and I care very deeply about just the game of basketball and this team, it kind of gets to me. But I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful for Coach Burke giving me the opportunity to be here. This was my dream since I was a little kid, was to play at this level, and I accomplished that. And I'm thankful for my teammates, the people around me. I want to be a coach one day eventually, so I love being able to, give my thoughts. I've played a lot of basketball, a lot of years, and I'm glad to just be helpful.
Am I hoping to go pro?
Yes, ma'am.
The injury was very frustrating, disappointing, all those things. How did you kind of process that?
I think that I leaned a lot on my coaches, my teammates, my family. Like I said before, I think that basketball has always been my identity, and it gave me an opportunity to, just find who I am outside of basketball. And I'm glad that I had people around me to support me, to lean on, and yeah.
Michaela Purdue speaking last night on senior night at McHale Center. Her career started at Toledo. During the 2021 season, she played 9 games. Then she did not play. She redshirted as a sophomore there in 21-22. Made the move to Glenville State, I should say. I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, Rich Rodriguez's alma mater, Glenville State, where she averaged 18 points a game there and was all MEC first team, 22-23. Then she went to Cleveland State and played 2 seasons at Cleveland State, 23-24 and 24-25, playing in my hometown where she was the Horizon League Player of the Year last year, and then arriving here in Arizona where she was the leading. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to see her. And like after the game, head coach Becky Burke said if we'd had Michaela Purdue in the lineup, we might have won 4 to 5 more games in the Big 12, and I don't think there's any doubt that the Wildcats could have definitely accomplished that. If you had a chance to get out to women's basketball this year and get a chance to see Michaela Purdue, what were your impressions in the 14 games you saw from her? 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Again, the ladies will end their season on Saturday, regular season, up in Salt Lake City against Utah, and then they will be playing on the first day of the Big 12 women's basketball tournament. They will play on Wednesday. That'll be the opening round. If they can get a win there, they'll come back and play Thursday, but they would have to win like 5 games to get to the NCAA tournament to get the automatic bid. Yeah. It's not an easy thing to accomplish, but certainly there have been teams that have been able to do that. J-Dub.
Yeah, no. I mean, you got to play inspired basketball, obviously, without your leading scorer. But, I mean, like you said, I completely agree with Coach Burke. I think, if you look at some of those games, especially most recently, you're talking about an 8-point loss, 5-point loss. I mean, they were in a lot of those games. So I just wish nothing but the best for Michaela Purdue in her future professional career. And, never know what's going to happen in the Big 12 tournament, DK. I mean, you just got to play inspired basketball and get out there and bear down.
There you go.
I do also have a message from Paige.
Oh,
and it's for you.
Your girlfriend, Paige?
Yes,
Okay.
and she says, look out, because over the right shoulder, that leprechaun is looking like it's getting a little close to you, and she's concerned about your safe being.
That's why I left that there, because the way Jesus kind of set things up here today, and I was like, normally I close up that hole looking to the back, but because the leprechaun was back there, I said, I'm going to leave that back there, because he looks kind of evil over my left shoulder. It's almost like I have one of those, the evil me on my left shoulder, and then the front.
I'll keep a ruler nearby just to make sure it's not getting any closer. That's all we need to.
He is a bit scary. I'm not sure what movie.
I think it's the leprechaun from the movie Leprechaun.
Leprechaun. Well, that would make sense. That would make sense for sure.
That's what it looks like. Yeah,
I don't know that I've never seen that movie, so I can't attest that.
It was like Gremlins era, like after Gremlins. There's a lot of movies kind of similar. It was
There you go.
There's actually quite a few Leprechaun movies, and there's I can't remember if it's like Leprechaun 2 or 3 is widely considered one of the worst movies ever made type of thing. But the first one, it's just one of those late 80s, early 90s kind of, horror movies with, it's a good laugh if you get some friends together and you want to watch it.
All right, well, the Cologuard Classic is coming up, and we're going to talk some golf straight ahead. Dan Nentel is the executive director of the Cologuard Classic. Had a chance to catch up with him today up at Westin La Paloma Resort and La Paloma Country Club. We'll chat with him about the event that is coming up starting on St. Patrick's Day, March the 17th, with the Pro-Am and the champions. PGA Tour champions will be on the course later that week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, battling it out for the Conquistadors helmet. We'll talk to Dan about all that straight ahead. Cricket is getting you home right now every 20 minutes on the 5s with your traffic and your weather.
From the Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic Center. Collisions reported Speedway in Tancaverdi Loop Road and Speedway. Collision on eastbound I-10 near Emparita Road. Also road work as well, and slowing eastbound I-10 approaching Emparita Road. And we've got a speed enforcement zone on Valencia, west of Wilmot, near the Pima Air and Space Museum. 57 the overnight low, sunny, 87 tomorrow, and 85 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free, so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Join David Kelly today from 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards for Wild Card Wednesdays. Showtime Cards will have live box breaks happening right in the store. You never know what pulls might pop up. Whether you're into baseball, football, basketball, soccer, MMA, comics, Pokemon, Star Wars, or anything in between, Showtime Cards has something for every collector. Catch all the action today, 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards, located on Speedway just east of Craycroft, with Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, Ron. Gary. William. Ron. Gary. Hey. Okay, we got that out of the way. What's on your mind? I don't think people should pay their bills. That sounds
illegal.
Let me finish. I don't think people should pay their bill until 2027 for a brand new system from Alaskan AC. Wasn't this my idea last month? Yes, but this is this month, and it's my idea.
Hard to argue that logic.
Okay, so the message is simple. Get a brand new heating and air system
installed neatly in just one day
with AeroSeal duct sealing
and inspected 5 ways to Sunday.
All of it, and make no payments till 2027 with approved credit. I'm the disclaimer guy. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now what?
No need to complicate things, right? Start this year out with a shiny new heating and air system and no payments for a full year.
Seems like we're forgetting something.
No, I did the disclaimer thingy.
Can't put my finger on it.
Oh, schedule now at alaskanac.com.
That's it.
Can't forget that part.
En garde! Ever wanted to try an Olympic sport but think you're too old, too out of shape, too busy, or that those sports are just too unsafe? Think again. Fencing is taking the nation by storm, and it's a safe, fun, engaging sport that's perfect for everyone. Any age, any skill level. Classes are safe, active, engaging, and community-driven. No experience needed, and most clubs offer loaner gear for beginners. Learn more and find beginner classes near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our beautiful Arizona winter weather brings cooler overnight temperatures, which means some of you are now seeing your vehicle's low pressure warning light. Colder overnight temperatures can lower your tire's pressure just enough to trigger a warning light. But don't worry, many times the solution is simply adding the correct amount of air to your tires. Then get back to enjoying the fantastic winter weather. If adding the air doesn't do the trick, stop by any of our 14 area Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care locations for a free tire inspection and air pressure check. And if you need help with the low pressure warning light, we fix those too. Mention this radio offer for free installation with the purchase of any new tire pressure sensor. We'll install it in your wheel and rebalance your tires absolutely free. You'll find even more specials to get your car road trip ready at jackfurriers.com. So call ahead, make an appointment online, or just drop by. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Oh, no, not the sink. Not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with anytime emergency scheduling, the neighborly done right promise, and more, Mr. Rooter Plumbing will have your life flowing again in no time.
All fixed. Much better.
Mr. Rooter is proud to cheer on the Cats. Mention this ad for 10% off any plumbing service. A win for the whole family. Bear down, Arizona.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing, a neighborly company.
Tucson, get ready. Championship golf is back. The Cologuard Classic by Exact Sciences tees off March 20th through the 22nd at La Paloma Country Club and the Westin La Paloma Resort and Spa. PGA Tour champions battle it out for the legendary Conquistadors Helmet Trophy. And it's all for a great cause, benefiting colorectal cancer awareness and youth sports. Don't miss it. March 20th through the 22nd. Get your tickets now at CologuardClassic.com.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Steelers are still waiting for quarterback Aaron Rodgers to make a decision for the 2026 season. General Manager Omar Khan said Tuesday at the Combine that the door is open for Rodgers to return and added that neither side wants this to drag out. Elsewhere, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa's future is up in the air this offseason. General Manager John Eric Sullivan said Tuesday that everything is on the table with Tua, including the possibility of a trade. Raiders pass rusher Max Crosby has also been part of trade rumors this offseason, but General Manager John Spytek said Tuesday he's confident Crosby will be on the Raiders roster in 2026. And the Lions were announced as one of the teams that will play in Munich, Germany in 2026. This will be part of a record 9 international games to be played next season. This is then NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
It is golf time here in southern Arizona. The Cologuard Classic coming up beginning St. Patrick's Day week here in southern Arizona. Pleased to be joined by the new executive director of the Cologuard Classic, Dan Nentel with the Tucson Conquistadors. He has been involved with this tournament for a number of years, now stepping into the lead seat. Dan, how did they twist your arm to make you do this?
Oh, well, your arm kind of gets twisted a few years ago. You look around and see all these structures that are just starting. That's when you're the operations director, and that's when you really decide if you want to take this path. And so that was a couple years ago, and this year I'm just fortunate to be able to, with my Conquistador brothers, to try to build something special for Tucson.
All right, so for people that don't know Dan Nentel, who are you? What are you about here in southern Arizona? How have you built your life here in our community?
Well, I'm a transplant from Minnesota. Got moved down here in the finance business, and myself and some partners, we own an investment firm in town, and I joined the Tucson Conquistadors 9 years ago because it's a way to make Tucson better. You know, the amount of the passion that the 55 actives and the 200 life and seniors that have done this before us, that have lifted us up. I mean, the fact that we've contributed in Tucson, Arizona, about $40 million to our mission, which is, amateur sports, youth sports, and especially in underprivileged areas. And then the fact that for over 60 years, we've helped run a professional golf tournament consistently in Tucson, Arizona. It's something that's a labor of love. It's a lot of work. It's not for the meek, but it's fun.
Were you mentioned you're from Minnesota. Were you looking to maybe for a different climate? Was this just the right place for you to kind of grow this business that you were starting with your partners?
I was with a big firm, and they offered me an opportunity to move to Tucson, Arizona, and it just so happened to be 24 below zero. And my wife and I said, let's give it a shot. We signed a 2-year commitment in 1996, and we've been here ever since.
So. It certainly is not 24 below degrees today out on this beautiful, unbelievable. Okay, so this is the 3rd year here at La Paloma. What have you guys learned about this new facility over the first 2 years?
You know what we've learned? The pros love it. They loved undulation. They loved the Bermuda grass, the ryegrass, everything that goes with it. The different grasses for the different fairways and greens. But it's a beautiful setting. I mean, just look around. It's fun for the fans. It's fun for television viewership. We'll be live on television this year. It's not without its some struggles. You know, it's a little bit less property than we had at the previous course. But this is our 3rd year. We've got it down.
So when you mentioned that, the less property, so how have you tried to do the things you guys were doing at Omni in a little bit of a smaller space?
Well, it has to do with the partnership with both the La Paloma Country Club and the Westin La Paloma. We utilize both areas, but little things like the TV compound that used to be out in the middle of nowhere at the Omni is kind of stuck into the lower parking lot that the employees use, and so we've figured it out. You know, the first year was challenging, but we've got it down, and I'm thrilled for what's upcoming.
Dan Nentel is our guest, executive director of the Cologuard Classic with the Tucson Conquistadors. I know that this is not necessarily, in terms of fans, the easiest course to walk. Right. How have you tried to make that easier? Can you make that easier for the fans?
You can try. How we've done that is we have most of the venues south of Sunrise. There's very little activity that goes on north of Sunrise, except for the people that want to watch the pros, and they might have a favorite to follow around. But if you look around, all the structures for entertainment, for making sure that you have incredible viewing, is going to be on this side with a relatively short walk. getting to Club 62 is a little bit of a hill, and where the military appreciation outpost is on 16, we have shuttles for those people that have been so integral to forming our country. So we're trying to do whatever we can to improve each year.
Yeah, I know that was always a very popular spot, for the Patriots, because it was like right there, kind of by the clubhouse. 16th, obviously in a different space here. Is that still, though, a very popular location for people to go?
You know what? I'm so pleased of what we do as conquistadors that any person that's active or a veteran of military can show up with an ID for proof of their service, and we will shuttle them to the new location. And if you go to that new location, it literally looks east, straight down the most majestic par 5, so they will get to see more golf than they were on 15.
Which was a par 3, if I remember.
15 is a par 4.
Yeah. Oh no, well, the old course it was the old course
it was a par 3. Yeah.
Which was kind of cool though, because you guys had kind of the stadium build there. I always called it Tucson's, 16th, kind of like in name of Phoenix. Is it still the similar setup at this course with a little bit of a stadium backdrop?
100%. It's hole 17 this time, and that is where we have our stadium built. Obviously, we don't have people throwing cups and we don't have loud music, but we still have a great time. It's a great venue if you want to upgrade a general admission ticket to what they call the Club 62. It's a fantastic place to have some beverages, eat some food, and watch some amazing golf, and hopefully we have this exact weather.
How many different, upper level areas are there for fans, similar to Club 62 here?
So Club 62, it's probably the entry level is the Cactus Club run at 15, which is a double-decker venue to watch. The beautiful shots coming from the south to the north on hole 15. And then the next one will be Club 62. There's also some Murphy's Landings, and then on, which is a kind of a more intimate 6-person private booth like you see up at Phoenix. And then we have the Cabanas on 18, Survivor Central on 15, Exact Sciences booth or tent on 15. So there's quite a few places to watch around, but at the same time, there's many great hills and chairs to watch as a general admission.
Dan Nentel with the Tucson Conquistadors Cologuard Classic is our guest. What are some of the new things this year?
Well, biggest thing that we're proud of is the new double-decker tent that'll be on 15, the Cactus Club. But some of the things we're doing, with the Special Olympics on Monday, that is a special event. We have something that Hughes Federal Credit Union just sponsored for a youth golf clinic where it's open to the public. A lot of the kids will be on spring break. They can come out here, get some instruction from a PGA professional. That's going to be fantastic. You mentioned St. Patrick's Day. This year, the pairings party falls, to those people that wanted to play in the professional amateur tournament, the Pro-Am. We're having the pairings party on St. Patrick's Day, and so we'll have an Irish themed, of course, for my mom. Rest in peace. But that's going to be fantastic. The flyover is going to be with over 400 of survivors from colorectal cancer. Just the exact science and the awareness of colorectal cancer, awareness and screening, and how you need to start doing that early. The last putt dropping, everything. As you can tell, I've been living this for a year. I'm super excited about it.
What did you, when you said you've been involved, obviously, since you came here with the Conquistadors.
9 years.
9 years.
Yep.
Yeah, but how long have you, were you immediately involved with the golf tournament when you first got here?
I was immediately a fan and someone who participated as a patron. I've been a Tucson Conquistador. This is my 9th year, and this year I am the tournament chairman. I've got 55 incredible active members of the Tucson Conquistadors that are here helping us build everything that you have around. And then there's 200 Tucson Conquistadors that have been doing this for the last 60 years that paved the way for us. So it's been here to help Tucson become a better place. And with our partnership with Exact, we're able to do it.
What did you personally, though, know about running a golf tournament? How did you learn how to do that?
Well, here's how it works. When you're a first-year Tucson Conquistador, you're in parking. So you don't see the joke is you don't see the grass for 2 years. So I was in parking for the first year. Then I ran the cart barn my second year, which is I'm changing tires as pros need a new cart, etc. Third year I was working in the Pro-Am, and then you just kind of matriculate up. And it was a path that I was passionate about because I see what we do to the community.
You guys still have Buc-ee's.
We still have Buc-ee's, and that actually is a nice place to unwind and actually get some sunscreen because if it was like this, we're all going to be sunbirds. Yeah.
You mentioned some of the partnerships. There's a partnership with the food bank this year.
Yes.
Walk us through what that is and how that's going to work.
Yeah, the Community of Food Bank of Southern Arizona, if you want to go to their website and you make a small donation of $5 or more, they'll give you a free ticket. Or You show up on Saturday, the 21st, and you bring a non-perishable item of food, and you're let into the tournament for free. All right? I mean, that's amazing. We have a brand new partnership with the Empower Coalition, where they're on Folds of Honor on Friday, Wear Blue Friday. And so what they're doing with our help is they're giving away $60,000 to military families that are in need. So that's a brand new partnership. I already mentioned the Hughes Federal Credit Union with the youth clinic. Obviously, the partnership with Exact Science and the colorectal cancer screening is the reason we're here. You know, the mission for us is underprivileged youth in sports. We have this year a brand new, thanks to Mr. Click, we have an adaptive golf group playing in the Pro-Am, which is super exciting. The Special Olympics I talked about. We're big contributors to the University of Arizona's golf program. So the partnerships that we have and the hundreds of thousands of dollars that gets distributed throughout the southern Arizona is really powerful. And then we're not even talking about the economic impact of everyone flying into town. You know, somewhere around 17% of the participants that come to this tournament are coming from Phoenix. We've got another 10-12% that are flying in, and they're staying in hotels. I mean, Visit Tucson and Felipe Garcia has mentioned to us that the economic impact is around $25 million just for that week that we're here.
Wow. Dan Nintzel is our guest, Tucson Conquistadors and the Cologuard Classic. A pretty popular and famous golfer turned 50 this year. His name is Tiger. His name is Tiger Woods. Do you think we'll see Tiger play this event at any point?
I would be lying if I didn't tell you about asking. I talked to the leadership of the PGA Champions Tour. I was at their meetings last January, and I said, "Tiger's turning 50. Any chance?" They said, "Right now he's worried about his son golfing, but now that I understand his son's going to Florida State, maybe." Now it's one of those things. Be careful what you ask for. You know, we have a wonderful tournament. In fact, I want to say that it's the second most attended PGA Champions Tour event of all that tour. Wow. We average between 8,000 and 9,000 people a day. You throw Tiger at us, we're going to jump to 30,000 people in that day. And we don't know if we have the infrastructure, but here's what I can tell you: we will make it work. Because you know what? That'll be great for Tucson and Southern Arizona. So we'll figure it out. I didn't think the chances are slim, but believe me. Let's challenge me. Let's do it.
I know you guys. You start planning for this probably back last April. So
the second the final putt dropped, we start working on who's going to be in our concert. We start figuring out how can we improve this. You start figuring out TV contracts. I mean, you start out in April. Use your term, one meeting a week, maybe once every 2 weeks, and we're to the point now where we're meeting 5 days a week. So. To be a Tucson Conquistador is a passion of ours, and to help Southern Arizona. But it's not easy on the family. I mean, my sons are now in college. I missed a lot of sports, but again, we do it to help Southern Arizona.
We haven't even talked about the concert this year. Well, what will fans expect out of Rialto Park again?
It's at Rialto Park again in Military Appreciation. We've got some amazing sponsors, Dependable Health. We've got ICCU is a brand new sponsor for the military package this year. I feel we have the best lineup, but I'm maybe biased because I helped build it with our concert team and Paige Rep. But we have the headliner is Lady A, who just played at the Grammys. They're fantastic. The next band that'll be playing before them is a band called Parmalee, somebody that I'm quite fond of. I didn't know who they were, and then I started playing them on the golf course, and I like them. The next one is Red Farin, who I'd never heard of, who my son loves. And then we have a local kind of legend, Leanne Savage, who's going to be for there. And then Desert Diamond Casino just finished the Battle of the Bands. And the winner of that is going to be our opening act.
That's awesome. We were involved in that over at Cumulus Media.
Yeah, so that was fantastic, and we're excited for all that. And it's at Rito Park, and it's going to be fantastic. There is actually Culinary Dropout, and that team is actually building their own little box that we can have TVs. Heaven forbid the Wildcats are playing that day. Please play on Thursday or Saturday. But based on them, bear down, getting a number one seed, they'll be playing on Friday and Sunday, and so we're going to have tons of TVs all over. Brand new activation right to your left is the Fun Zone. That's going to have huge big screen TVs so that people can, if they want to say, I'm going to take a little break from golf and go watch the NCAA tournament, we're going to have plenty of activation for that. There's going to be concession stands there. So we understand what we're up against. We all are rooting for the Cats with all of our heart. we're also rooting for the Color Guard Classic, and so we're going to make sure they both can coexist.
Are you a college guy? What's your school?
I went to they're Division I now, University of St. Thomas. Go Tommies!
Yeah.
It's in St. Paul, Minnesota.
You a hockey guy too, coming from Minnesota.
And my wife's a Gopher, and so look at all the Gophers that were just on the Olympic team.
And you guys from St. Thomas make the U.S. team?
No.
No. They're still pretty good in hockey, though, right?
Yeah, but they have a big winning streak in basketball. But yeah, they just became Division I, so they're not. There's 6 Division I hockey schools in Minnesota, so they're the newest one.
So you've played this course. What's your favorite hole?
18.
18?
Which is hill 9. Yeah, 18. It's a hard one because they have to lay up, but watching those pros just carve it up, it's great. I love on the tournament holes 16 as well, the par 5, which is where the military will be able to overlook it. That's a majestic hole. But reality is, if you've had the good fortune of walking around this course and you look at the Catalina Mountains, it's pretty difficult to be unhappy. It doesn't matter where your ball goes.
So you're running this tournament this year. What's your term? Is it 1 year or 2 years?
We already know that next year Paige Rupp will be the tournament chairman next year.
Wow. Mr. Dusk Music Festival.
Mr. Dusk. and we know that. And then what will happen is this year we'll figure out who will be following in his stead, if you will.
So what's the role after a year that you lead this tournament?
Retirement. And you become what they call a life conquistador.
An emeritus.
An emeritus, and that just means different rules. You're still welcome to participate. You're still welcome to fundraise for Southern Arizona, but I won't be out here seeing where they're setting the structures or setting up the cart barn or anything like that.
Hey, Dan, we always appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. It's a great event out here. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully we get some of this amazing weather we've had over the last month. Continued success with everything you're doing.
Thank you so much.
From the Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic Center. Collisions Wilmot and Golf Links and Wilmot. Eastbound backups on Golf Links at Wilmot. Other wrecks, Speedway and Tancaverdi Loop Road. Roadwork and a collision, I-10 at Emperita Road. Travel's reduced, and we've got backups for both directions of travel on I-10 near Emperita Road. 57 the overnight low, sunny, 87 tomorrow, and 86 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio, 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya, guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our beautiful Arizona winter weather brings cooler overnight temperatures, which means some of you are now seeing your vehicle's low pressure warning light. Colder overnight temperatures can lower your tire's pressure just enough to trigger a warning light. But don't worry, many times the solution is simply adding the correct amount of air to your tires. Then get back to enjoying the fantastic winter weather. If adding the air doesn't do the trick, stop by any of our 14 area Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care locations for a free tire inspection and air pressure check. And if you need help with the low pressure warning light, we fix those too. Mention this radio offer for a free installation with the purchase of any new tire pressure sensor. We'll install it in your wheel and rebalance your tires absolutely free. You'll find even more specials to get your car road trip ready at jackfurriers.com. So call ahead, make an appointment online, or just drop by. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year. Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah, how much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really free. It's part of A to Z savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
Now that's what I call savings. Truck buyers, this one's for you. Get up to $7,500 off a new 2026 Chevy Silverado and up to $4,500 off a 2025 Chevy Colorado. 2 tough trucks, one place to save. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Call us at 747-8000, see us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall, or on the web at O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Westwood One Sports Talk. It's madness.
Who gets the basketball first?
Bracket busters.
12 seconds to go. Looking around.
Buzzer beaters.
And it goes in at the buzzer.
Wall-to-wall tournament talk.
National championship is in the balance.
The inbound comes. Prayer pass. 5 seconds. Lays it up.
Overshoots everyone.
Scooped up for the win. And that'll do it. Yeah!
Westwood One Sports Talk. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
On Tuesday at the NFL Combine, Broncos head coach Sean Payton told reporters that he's planning on handing off play-calling duties to offensive coordinator Davis Webb. To me, this is twofold. One, fresh eyes calling plays could help the Broncos offense. Second, this gives Webb a better chance at development, as he will be one of the hottest coaches in next year's head coaching cycle. I'm Chris Black.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural, drug-free way.
Using Legsercise made walking painless again.
Legsercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
I have much less swelling and no more tingling.
Call right now and order your very own Legsercise Pro, the new proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on Speedway, just east of Craycroft. It is Wild Card Wednesday. Stop on by. We have got a really great little deal for you today. In fact, if you've missed it or you want to see, head on over to our Twitter account right now at Wildcats1290. If you come into the store right now and you spend $30 here, that you can buy anything. They've got like the glass things that you can hold an autographed basketball in. They've got those. There's all kinds of comic books here that you can get there. I don't know if you can buy the scary leprechaun guy that's behind me.
If you can buy that, please let me know, because I want to buy that and then put it in the closet back at our house, in our attic.
There's some wizard-looking lady that's up. Mia, do you know who this wizard-looking lady is here? I don't know.
Mia knows everything.
Yeah, Mia. Do you know who this wizard-looking lady is right here? Chandra. Oh, Jesus knows. Chandra from what? Chandra from Magic. We've got one of those here. I would think that would That would cost you a pretty penny because that's a kind of a cool-looking Jesus said, yeah, it would absolutely cost you a penny. They've got food, so you can drive up the price by getting some beverages and chips and all that. So if you spend $30, if you can get your price up to $30, they've got autographed Arizona men's basketball posters here. Autographed from guys like Kerr Kriisa, Umar Balo, Pella Larson, Keyshawn Johnson, Dalen Terry, Ben Matherin. They got 2 tables filled with autographed posters. So all you got to do is spend $30 here this afternoon, and you can get you one of those autographed posters, the poster of your choice, for free. So it does not get any better than that. They've got some pretty cool. I have to ask George when we get him back on who took those pictures, because he's got some really, really cool shots of the guys over the course of the last 5 years of the Tommy Lloyd era here at Arizona men's basketball. So that's what we've got going on right now, Wild Card Wednesday over here at Showtime Cards. All right, we've got some huge – there was a lot of breaking news in terms of Arizona Wildcats today, men's basketball, women's basketball, the stadium, the Casino del Sol Stadium. We're going to get into all of that in the 5 o'clock hour. So we'll dive into all of that as we get into the 5 o'clock hour today. And enhancements, as you would anticipate, coming to Arizona Stadium for U of A home football games. We'll get into some of what's happening there, and a really huge opportunity for the Arizona women's basketball team coming up as well to begin next season. We'll dive into all of that in the 5 o'clock hour. If you want to get in on the program, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. If you missed the top takeaways for J-Dub and I and Kelvin from last night's Arizona men's basketball win over Baylor, you can head on over to our Twitter account right now and check those out. Our top takeaway segment, what we thought was integral in the Wildcats being able to come back, survive, and knock off the Baylor Bears last night to stay on track to win the Big 12 Conference title. So, J-Dub, the Wildcats, if they win on Saturday, are assured of at least a share of the championship. That's all. They got 3 games left. All they got to do is win Saturday against Kansas. That assures them at least a share of the title. But there's still a possibility that 4 teams could finish tied for first place in the Big 12 Conference.
Well, there's 4 teams right now tied for second place.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, Kansas, Houston, Iowa State, all with 4 losses, 11 wins. Obviously, Arizona 13-2. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's been a game at a time, one game at a time mentality for the team and for the coaching staff all year long. And now in the stretch run, I don't think much changes. I think you obviously have these 2 really tough games versus the Jayhawks and versus the Cyclones. And then, no disrespect, but Colorado is having a bit of a down year. So that final game in Boulder isn't quite as tough as these next 2, but just got to focus. I mean, obviously the guys should be very focused because the last time they saw the Jayhawks, it didn't exactly go their way with Darren Peterson out. So big game this Saturday. Hopefully they can at least clinch a tie. And, I don't know if they're in the sharing mood, DK.
There you go. I should mention when I was talking about the autographed pictures here, you don't just automatically get one if you spend $30. You do have to spin to win as well. So if you spend $30, we'll give you a chance to spin our wheel here. And if you, I think a gentleman just kind of got a chance to win one of our prizes. Now, see, if he'd have spent $30, he could have spun. He might have had a chance to get one of those posters over there. But you will have a chance to win one of those autographed posters that I spoke of earlier. All right, I want to get to our Westwood One top play today because it involves a game that's about to start here on the East Coast.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, helping you beat the books with Westwood One Sports. Game of the night tonight in sports sees UConn, a 5.5-point home favorite against St. John's, in a massive game in the Big East. And while UConn might win this game, I think St. John's can absolutely keep this game close. St. John's obviously has one of the best coaches ever. Give me St. John's plus the 5.5. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
All right, so we've had a tendency to flip these picks of late, but we also will debate them at times and go with what the folks at Westwood One say. They like, how about this, J-Dub? They like St. John's, 15th ranked St. John's, on the road and that 5.5 points at number 6 UConn tonight. The Johnnies are 15-1, and they are in first place in the Big East. UConn is 15-2, a half game behind the Johnnies. It is the game of the night in college basketball.
Yeah, well, St. John, the Red Storm are on a 13-game winning streak, DK, including a win over Connecticut just 2.5 weeks ago. But that was in MSG. So this game tonight is obviously going to be in a little bit friendlier confines for the Huskies. Huskies did just drop a game last week, so I think they're definitely motivated. It's tough. I mean, it's a tough place to win in stores. They just lost to Creighton before beating Villanova. So, yeah, one game back. I hate to never root against that particular Hurley brother in that building. So, yeah, that's tough. I mean, St. John's is playing great right now as well, but I think they had a little bit of the friendly confines of MSG, and it might be a little bit of a different story in stores.
All right, so you like UConn laying the 5.5 points tonight is what you're saying.
I like UConn to not lose 2 out of 3 games, yes.
Okay, well, that's
well, bear in mind that St. John's 13-game win streak, only one of those teams had a ranking next to their name.
That's
so,
true.
It's not exactly a very deep conference this year.
It's not an Arizona 13-game win streak.
No. Like, St. John's is not seeing the same level of competition. They did just beat Creighton. Creighton beat UConn, But other than that, it's a lot of teams from previous eras, Marquette, Villanova, Butler, DePaul. These are all great basketball schools, DK. Even Xavier, Providence, they've all had great, seasons, but this particular and eras in their program history. But this year, those teams are a little bit down. Villanova's pretty good at 12-4 this year. But yeah, it's the Big East is not what it was in the 80s, and nothing quite like what the Big 12 is this year.
All right, so we got to make a decision on this. They said
I'm going Huskies.
You're going Huskies. All right, I'll let you make that decision today. So we will go with the Huskies minus 5.5 against St. John's at home. This game gets going here at the top of the hour, so tip-off coming up shortly, and that is not in stores. They obviously play a number of their games at the People's Bank Arena in Hartford. So that game is in Hartford, Connecticut tonight. So
that's where the
game
women's
in the Big East.
That's where the U of A women's team played, right? 4 years ago.
I do believe so. Yes. Yeah. Also, so we got one NBA pick for you coming up here real quick before we get to the top of the hour. Jaylen Brown and the Celtics are in action tonight. Jaylen Brown and the Celtics, and they will be taking on, in the NBA, the Nuggets. That's the main game on ESPN tonight. How about this, J-Dub? Jaylen Brown, they're saying take Jaylen Brown, double-double. He's had a bunch of them lately. I think he's had 6. And it's a plus bet, double-double at 375, but he's also had a couple of triple-doubles of late as well. They say bet both. Bet the double-double at plus 375, bet the triple-double at plus 2,000.
I mean, last week he had 23, 15, and 13. So, obviously, with Jason Tatum out for the season with the Achilles issue, Jaylen Brown is that guy to fill it up. I did see an interesting stat that the plus-minus, the on-off stats are actually better when Jaylen Brown is not in the game for the Celtics recently. But, I mean, as far as stuffing, the stat, that's what he does. He's definitely a guy who can get you a triple-double. So, wouldn't be surprised. And, obviously, AG's still out, correct?
Yes, Aaron Gordon has not played recently.
Yeah, and that's a guy who would probably match up a bit with Jaylen on the defensive end. So
I feel comfortable doing the double-double bet. I don't know how comfortable I am dropping another 12.90.
Unless the player's name is Nikola Jokic or Russell Westbrook from 7 years ago, I think, it's hard to bet on a player getting a triple-double because it's so difficult to do.
Plus 2,000 would put us in a nice place. All right, so we're going to do the double-double. We'll take the double-double side of that at plus 375 for Jaylen Brown tonight.
That's when you do $12.90 on the double-double and $1.29 on the triple-double, just in case.
There you go. That's not how we're doing that, though. So
if
all the bets are $12.90. That's the way we got to stick with that right there. All right, DK on the Sports Tip coming to you live from Showtime Cards. I do believe we had a gentleman who may have just walked out of here with a poster who spent his $30 and got himself an autographed poster.
I hope it was
here
Pelle
today.
Larson.
I don't know which. I did not see which one he took from the table, but I have the picture of the table, so I might be able to tell you which one. Oh, he took the Justin Kier triple-double. I think it was from the G League a couple of years ago. Justin Kier had a triple. I think he was playing with the Spurs G League team, if I'm not mistaken. He had 20. What was that again? Hold that up one more time, Jesus, so I can read it. He had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists and 10 rebounds. So I think that was the one that he got. Justin Kier. There you go. All right, we'll have much more coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. We will get into some huge breaking news. Well, not breaking because it happened early this afternoon, but some news on the Arizona Athletics front. DK on the Sports Tip. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic Center. Collisions at Oracle and McGee. Some slowing on Oracle at McGee. Wilmot and Golf Links with some eastbound backups. Eastbound Golf Links at Wilmot. Speedway and Tankerverde Loop Road is clearing. Collision and road work on I-10 near Emperita Road. Collision reported eastbound I-10 near Emperita Road, but slowdowns for both directions of travel on I-10 approaching Emperita Road. 57 the overnight lows, sunny, 87 tomorrow, and 86 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Hey, Ron.
Gary.
Gary. William. Ron.
Gary.
Hey.
Okay, we got that out of the way. What's on your mind?
I don't think people should pay their bills.
That sounds
illegal. Let me finish. I don't think people should pay their bill until 2027 for a brand new system from Alaskan AC.
Wasn't this my idea last month?
Yes, but this is this month, and it's my idea.
Hard to argue that logic.
Okay, so the message is simple. Get a brand new heating and air system
installed neatly in just one day
with AeroSeal duct sealing
and inspected 5 ways to Sunday.
All of it, and make no payments till 2027
with approved credit. I'm the disclaimer guy.
So yeah.
Yep.
Now what?
No need to complicate things, right? Start this year out with a shiny new heating and air system
and no payments for a full year.
Seems like we're forgetting something.
No, I did the disclaimer thing.
Can't put my finger on it.
Oh, schedule now at AlaskanAC.com.
That's it.
Can't forget that part.
Join David Kelly today from 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards for Wild Card Wednesdays. Showtime Cards will have live box breaks happening right in the store. You never know what pulls might pop up. Whether you're into baseball, football, basketball, soccer, MMA, comics, Pokemon, Star Wars, or anything in between, Showtime Cards has something for every collector. Catch all the action today, 3 to 6 at Showtime Cards, located on Speedway just east of Craycroft, with Wildcats Radio 1290.
Now that's what I call savings. If you're looking for a real truck, get up to $7,500 off a new 2026 Chevy Silverado, plus up to $2,500 off a 2026 Chevy Equinox, and $8,500 off the Equinox EV. It's all happening now at O'Reilly Chevrolet. Truck tough deals, real savings. Call us at 747-8000 or see us on Broadway next to Park Place Mall or on the web at O'Reilly.com. O'Reilly Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Conditions may apply to free hearing screening.
Are you or someone you know struggling with hearing loss? Nearly 37 million adults in the U.S. live with hearing loss, but many wait almost 9 years before taking action. The shocking part? Older adults with untreated hearing loss are more likely to experience social isolation and cognitive decline. The good news is getting your hearing screened is fast, easy, and free with Hear USA. At Hear USA, you'll meet with a hearing care professional who will screen your hearing, explain the results, and guide you on what to do next. If you've noticed any signs of hearing loss, don't wait. Schedule your free hearing screening and experience the benefits of the latest hearing aid technology. Don't miss out on life's moments. If you or someone you love thinks they're experiencing hearing loss, call Hear USA now for your free hearing screening. Call 800-406-6385 or visit hearusa.com today for a free hearing screening. Just call 800-406-6385. That's 800-406-6385. Hear USA. We've got your ears covered.
Life's busy. Errands, kids, work, the I-10 grind. Who's got time to sit at a detail shop?
That's why Recon Auto Detailing comes to me. Mobile detailing keeps my car spotless without losing a minute of my day.
From mobile washes to in-shop ceramic coatings, tint, and paint protection, we're Tucson's one-stop shop for keeping your ride looking new. Convenience, care, confidence, that's Recon Auto Detailing. Ceramic Pro West, Tucson.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
Nobody covers your cats like we do. We are the home of your Arizona Wildcats. KCUP Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Coming to you live from Showtime Cards here on the East Side. It is Wild Card Wednesday. I believe this is our 6th show here since we started doing these back in September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So February, yeah. So 6, if my U-High math is correct. 6th show here. So we're halfway through our partnership here with Showtime Cards. We will have 6 more of these to go coming up in March, April, May, June, July, and August. And who knows, maybe we'll be back here next year for sure as well. Come on out today, 520-848-1290. Spend $30 here today. Spin the wheel, and you got a chance to walk out of here with an autographed Arizona men's basketball poster. We've got some pretty good posters. Head on over to our Twitter account. I posted some of the ones that we have here. In fact, let me tell you the ones if you are not near a phone. So we did have a gentleman that just walked out of here with the Justin Kier. So did you know that, JW Man? Did you know that Justin Kier, when he was playing with the Austin Spurs in the G League, this was, I believe, a little over 3 years ago now. I believe it was February of 2023, had a triple-double in a game against Iowa.
I did hear something about that, and I didn't see the highlights, but yeah, I was just reading about it, actually, during the last break.
He had 20 points, 11 assists, and 10 rebounds in that game 3 years ago, did Justin Kier. 20, 11, and 10. And so one of the posters from that game is one that he signed and is here right now at Showtime Cards, so you can get a chance to get that if you come in right now and spend $30. Now, speaking of Arizona men's basketball, we knew that they were going to be opening up their season once again next year in Las Vegas. Well, it was made official today. The Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame announced that Arizona will play UCLA at the T-Mobile Arena on November the 2nd, opening night of the 2026-27 men's college basketball season. So for the second straight year, the Wildcats will open things up in Las Vegas. They did so this year and knocked off the defending national champion Florida Gators. They will do so next year against UCLA in the third of the originally signed series of games after the breakup of the Pac-12 conference, in which the Wildcats agreed to play a game here in Arizona, but on neutral sites. All 3 of these games on neutral sites. One, the first year playing here in Arizona up in Phoenix at what is now known as the Magical Mortgage Marketplex in downtown Phoenix. It's not really magical, but we can say so. And then the next year, this past season, they played at the Intuit Dome, a much nicer new facility in Los Angeles and Inglewood, the home of the Los Angeles Clippers. And so the third of the games is in Vegas next year between the Wildcats and the Bruins to begin the season. So that'll be a whole lot of fun there. Now, so there was another men's game going on that night. Gonzaga will also play Purdue. There is also going to be 2 women's games that are going to be taking place that night at the T-Mobile Arena. And it was announced that one of those women's games is going to involve your Arizona women's basketball team next year on November 2nd. So the ladies will also open things up. We might have to take the show, J-Dub, to Vegas for basketball opening night since we've got both the men and the women. Another gentleman, sir, let me come over here. I just want to take a picture of you with your awesome. Why did you choose Kirk Risa? Oh, it's a number. It's number driven. Or do you get a choice, or does it? Oh, it's a number on the wheel. I see. Okay, so you don't get a choice per se, but you get a autographed picture. So there you go. He got a Kirk Risa autographed picture. I'll get the rules down straight here, folks. Sooner or later, they don't tell me the rules. I have to guess what's going on here half the time. I just know that you get something if you potentially spin them. So we're getting a lot of winners off that wheel tonight. We couldn't get any. Y'all had losers the other night at the baseball game there, Mia. But y'all are just giving everybody the winning app opportunities tonight. All right, so Arizona women's basketball is going to open up the season also at the T-Mobile Arena. And they, let's see, the ladies, who are they playing in this game? I missed that part of it. The ladies are going to play Stanford. Arizona and Stanford will play on the ladies' side along with USC and UNLV. That'll be the other ladies' game at the T-Mobile Center next year. Becky Burke had a statement today on this. She said, we're thrilled to be opening up our season as a part of the Hall of Fame Women's Showcase. The opportunity to challenge ourselves right out of the gate against a quality opponent is something we're really excited about. It's also an incredible opportunity for our fan base to travel and support U of A basketball, having both Arizona's men's and women's programs competing at the same tournament. We are really looking forward to it. Bear down, baby. So how about that, J-Dub? Both the men and the women will open up the 2026 college basketball season in Las Vegas. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to gauge fan support, but there's no doubt, DK, that Vegas has always been an Arizona Wildcat town when it comes to basketball season. So, I mean, that's a little bit early November, but I can't imagine that there won't be enough